Dustin was an average kid. He was a nice guy. He was funny. He was a good athlete. Lots of friends. But like a lot of people, he started experimenting with prescription pain pills. I'm sure you guys know some people who've done that because it's a growing trend. And if you look at if you just look online, the numbers are skyrocketing. More and more people are turning up dead from overdoses from prescription pain medication abuse. And what happened in Dustin's case, and a lot of people's case, prescription pain pills are not cheap. You start out taking the medication pills like Percocets and Vicodins and stuff like that, but eventually you run out of money. So you turn to the cheaper alternative, which is heroin. And if you guys have all seen the movies, you picture a heroin addict in your brain, you think a homeless guy, a dirty guy on the street. That's not what a heroin addict looks like. That is what a heroin addict looks like. They look like all of us. And unfortunately, when you take a heroin, you're basically just playing Russian roulette because anytime you take it, you run the risk of overdosing. And Dustin battled with addiction with heroin for about a year before that happened. Before his mom, my stepmom, realized he hadn't woke up from work, went down, and found him laying on the floor in a pool of vomit. Now, if you guys aren't worried about yourselves, think about your parents or your family. Nobody wants to die, but do you really want your parents to walk in and find you like that? You hurt his mom. Would you like to put them through that? And there's more. There's hundreds and hundreds of people that have been affected by this. Like I said, I usually do this, so I'm just kind of winging it here. But I'll just tell you my story where I was. I was on vacation with my girlfriend, who's not my wife. We were in Maryland. And it's down there with the geography of the mountains. You can't get cell reception. So apparently people have been trying to call me all day. Finally, I got a call on her phone. Someone got a hold of her. It was my mom. Dustin and I had different mothers. So my mom called me because she finally got a hold of me and told me what happened. She didn't sugarcoat it. She just told me straight away. And I just felt completely helpless because I was 4 hours away. There was nothing I could do. I could only imagine what my dad and my stepmom were going through at this moment. So I just had to process the information and drive 4 hours home and know what was waiting for me there. And that wasn't fun. It's one of the worst days of my life. And the worst part of it was we knew Dustin had a problem. We knew that this wasn't a secret. We all knew, and he had even admitted it to us. And he was scheduled to go to rehab on a Monday. And he decided he had to take one last trip with his heroin. He did that on a Sunday night. So he was looking for one last ride before he went off to get clean. And that was the one that killed him. And Dustin wanted to get clean. He knew what he was doing was wrong. He didn't like it. He hated himself for it. Because he wasn't even my brother anymore. He knew it. He didn't like who he was. And that's just what addiction does to you. It doesn't you're not you anymore. Because the only thing that really fuels you and makes you want to go out and function is to do whatever it takes for you to get one more fix. It controls your life, and you're not you anymore. I love my brother, but I didn't like him when he was on this. We actually lost contact. We stopped talking because I made him choose. I said, I can't have you in my life if you're going to keep doing this. And we weren't talking at the time when he passed, so I regret that. We were roommates for a while. We lived in a house together, and he stole from me, and he stole from our other roommate. He did whatever he could to feed his addiction. He apologized for everything because he didn't. It wasn't him anymore. Like I said, I'm just kind of winging it here, so bear with me. I guess I could just say that, think about what you just saw. This can happen to literally anybody. It can happen to you, it can happen to the person sitting next to you. If you experiment with this stuff, you caught up into prescription medication, you run a very high risk of being addicted. And once you get addicted, you never know what's going to happen. You might have to feed that addiction and switch to heroin, or who else knows. When you play that game, when you mess with that stuff, it never has a happy ending. Either you get clean, and then you have the bad memories for the rest of your life, and that's a dark time in your life you still have to deal with. Or you'll be like my brother and end up dead on your bedroom floor. So in Dustin's memory, we do, it's called the Dustin Vandorf Invitational. It's a charity event. We have the River Tree Christian Church. It's on 4th Street in Jackson Township. This is our 4th year coming up. We have a lot of things going on. We have Work with Q92. We do a spaghetti dinner. We have raffle prizes, and then we also have a live pro wrestling show at the end. And 100% of the proceeds from this event go to my brother's memory. It goes to Solace of Stark County. Round table over here right next to us. Solace, it's S-O-L-A-C-E, stands for Surviving Our Loss, Continue Every Day. So all the money raised for this event goes to that. It goes towards drop-kicking addiction. It goes towards educating people about the dangers of drug abuse. So I just hope you take that video, take it to heart. We have lots of information over here. We've got free wristbands, free keychains, posters, lots of information for the event that's coming up in 2 weeks on the 15th. We've got student passes that let you in for free when you come with a paying adult. We handed out t-shirts, you see them scattered through the crowd. If you got any questions, let me know. I'd love to talk to you. I hope you guys can come out, and we're going to drop kick addiction on May 15th. I'll be over here if you have any questions or if I can help out in any way. Again, thanks for bearing with me. I'm not a professional speaker by any means, so thank you guys for watching, and thanks for your time.